Hey, it's Renee. I just want to show you some sizing comparisons and what size I wear in the Zippy Mask because somebody was asked, or I guess a lot of people are asking what size they should start with because it's so new. In the Craft Passion mask, I would say I wear a large. In the Zippy pattern, I would say I wear a medium because it's sized a little bit differently as far as it comes down further on the chin. This is the small on me, and when you put it on, it feels really, it feels good. So you might think, oh yeah, this is a good size. I think it needs a little bit more room here, but when I talk, it kind of comes off my nose. So this would kind of be equivalent to me wearing a medium in a Craft Passion mask. So while it's really comfortable and it holds it away from my mouth, but when I talk, that's where the issue comes in. This is me in a medium, I call it the superhero just because that's the print that's on it. And that's why there's words like superhero, Kenta, and pineapple on the pattern. It's just because that's what I made the prototype out of, just to remind me more than anything else. This is me in a medium Zippy Mask. See, it comes up a little bit higher on my ears here. It comes right about down to my chin, but that's not necessarily rubbing my neck. It has a really good seal. It is fogging up my glasses just a little bit, not so much that I would be like bothered by it. I don't have a nose piece on here, but you really could do a nose piece on here. So this is the Zippy Mask with the larger curve with the zip tie in it. So this is what I would say fits my face really well. This is me in a large size of the Zippy Mask. So this is what my husband and my son wear. And while I could get away with this size, I would say it's gonna fog up my glasses a little bit more than the medium. And it's gonna hit my chin a little bit too much. So by the end of the day, I might say that was a little bit too uncomfortable. So while I could get away with the large, it's a little bit too big for me. Okay, how I came up with the sizes and just looking at the pattern, a wonderful lady down in Florida made me this out of my pattern, took it, put it in the font in a PDF style, looks nicer than my handwriting, scribbles, and just so everybody can understand what, it's just a little bit nicer looking. So thank you very much. That really blessed me last night that somebody would do that and offer it back to me in such a nice format. So what I wanted to explain to you is that right here, this line from the seam to the seam, that is what this measurement is here. So not all the way to the tip of the mask or the tip of the pattern, from the seam line to the seam line, and that is what an approximate starting point for you. So for me in a medium, I would say my mouth wide open from here to here, my mouth wide open measurement is 6 inches. So so you can ask the person, stand, measure from here to here, and open their mouth. Because what is important when you're wearing the mask is not what it feels like when you first put it on. What is important is what happens when you're talking, because you don't want it coming off your nose. So for me, the medium is not coming off my nose when I'm talking, and even if I talk big, it's not totally coming off my nose. As much as the small. So people have said they don't feel like they need a nose wire with this, and that's completely up to you whether or not you add the nose wire or not. So it's cupping my chin, not cutting into me, and feels comfortable all the way up to my almost to my ear, but not touching my ear portion. Okay, so those are those 3 sizes and what the measurement, the vertical line on the pattern means. This is me in comparison in a Craft Passion medium. So it feels really good. It needs to be a little bit higher, but it comes off my mouth. My nose, I mean. So the medium Craft Passion, the women's Craft Passion, medium is too small. She calls it women's. So the women's teen Craft Passion is too small for me. This is me in a large Craft Passion with a zip tie added. So this is more, I would say if I was wearing a Craft Passion, I would be wearing a large. I have added it with a zip tie, but I think it needs a nose wire. It's still, when I talk, it comes down. The difference between the Craft Passion and the Zippy is this is all the same here, but the Zippy has a larger curve here to accommodate more room right here and pushes the material out further away from your nose and mouth, and it comes down further here. So it just cups your mouth, this area, a little bit better. Okay, two more that I want to show you is, this is a medium Craft Passion with an Eldenberry Blossom edge. So this is the mask baby of Craft Passion and Eldenberry Blossom. And I have to tell you that I love this t-shirt portion. I don't even think you need a nose wire with it, but you could. This is so soft against your skin. I love the feeling. It needs to be a little bit longer on me because this is the medium. I would have to retrofit it up. You could do the same thing if you use the Zippy Mask and retrofitted it with a top soft edge like this. This is the same thing, the medium that I added the edge to. I also added a zip tie, or I would say this is a boning added afterwards. That's why there's clips here, because I haven't sewn it yet. So this has the edge, but it has a boning added as an afterthought. So this is my own personal mask, so I am adding this portion, and I don't care what it looks like. But if you had a mask and you're like, oh, I want to add, I love that mask, so I want to push it out more. I just went to Joann's Fabrics, or picked it up actually, and I'm going to sew in the boning as an afterthought. If you want to make the Zippy into a larger size, I would suggest grabbing the large pattern and sizing it up or down from there. So if you want to make it into an extra large, go up to perhaps 105% of the large, so when you're printing it. If you want to go down to, let's say, a 7 to 12-year-old, perhaps print it at 80 or 85%. If you want to do a one-size-fits-all, let's say you're doing donations and you just want to give them one size to make most people happy, I would print the large perhaps at 97%. So that would be like a medium large. So we just created a new one-size-fits-all. You print the large at maybe 97%, medium large. Thank you. Let me know if you have any questions.